Hi everyone, today we'll be talking about the layout values, and we'll be eventually blocking in the layout by using editing software. I'll be using free software called GIMP. So first of all, you just have to put in your sketch into the computer, open it with editing software GIMP, and this is my sketch of the web page. So talking about the layout values. Um, the layout values is a way to create hierarchy by using different contrast of colors. Eventually we'll not be using colorful colors, we'll be using black and gray and white. So right now the background is white, so everything that is black or um, darker black really sticks out. So meaning that black is something that is really important. Something more blacker is really important. Something lighter than black, lighter gray or white will be less important. So right now the the important thing that we need to make it dark is the key um, web pages, the links. So these two, 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures will be um, the link to the pages, the main pages. So I'm gonna have to make those dark. Title should not be that darker than those main links. Footer is less important. So let's do that. First of all, we want to use modernist layout, which is the grid layout. So use the grid. So go to view and check mark on show grid. That'll create the show the grids on your layout. Also, it'll be nice if you have the snap to grid on check marked. That way when you create things, it'll automatically snap it to the grid. Okay, so let's go ahead and create it. So first you have to create a new layer and insert it in. So I'll create the 1, 2, 3, 4 main links and then the title and finally the footer. So using the rectangle select tool, you can create a box, and I can color that maybe a dark, not black, but dark gray, and color that. And I'm gonna go copy and paste. Now create a folding selection. If you click on new layer, it will create a pasted layer. So what the difference is, the layer, if you have the layer, it's going to, when you want to move it, it's going to have to move this whole screen. But if you have this pasted layer, you can just move these shapes. So it's really easier to edit and move things around. So I will go ahead and delete the layer that we first created, and since it's really similar stuff, we're just gonna be duplicating the layer, moving it, and doing the same thing, duplicate, moving, and duplicate, moving. So now we got the 4 main main links. So next we're gonna create the title. Go ahead and do the same thing, create a new layer, and using the rectangle tool, selection tool, create a square by using by holding on Control and Shift when you resize it. That'll make a nice square, and that should be good. Make it a little less lighter gray, because it's not that important. Oh, where did it go? Oops. So I have to create it again. this is how you do it. Same thing, copy, paste, and make a pasted layer. Delete the first layer that you used, and you can see that in the sketch it's in an angle, diagonal, so it's like a diamond. So I want to rotate it. Using the rotate tool, I can, oops, make sure you selected the one that you have to rotate, and you can eventually rotate like this, but I want it really nice, so 45. So that's how you make it diagonal. But in the sketch, you can see that there's some space between the title and the link. So I'll use a easier way, not by cutting off or anything like that. I'll be duplicating the title box, and I will color this white and make it a little bigger and move it to the center. And put it behind, so that will create space. Okay, so that's done. Let's move on to the footer. Okay, the footer is right here. We have to go and select and create a new layer. And same thing, rectangle. But you can see that this has a curve. The corner is rounded. So you go ahead and click on the rounded corners, and you can change it by the radius. Let's just create it. So that's how it's gonna look like. If you want it more round, you can just adjust it by making radius more higher, and I think this will be good enough. So I got that. I'm gonna color it even lesser, gray, lighter, and put in the color, and also gonna have to delete the bottom because it's not like a square. So what I'm gonna do is use the rectangle select tool, use the intersect with the current selection, and make sure you have selected alpha to selection. Then you go ahead and select this part, and you can cut it off and select none. So that's how you create the footer. And now I got most of the things, and maybe it'll be nice if I have the words a little bit. So I'll go ahead and put in some words. Maybe the title over here. Create it in a black. It's gonna be. Why is that doing that? Okay. So that can be, or I can put in also a logo. So I'll put logo. Okay. And move that around. Put it in the middle. use another one. Link 1. Right now I'm not gonna care about the fonts and stuff, but I will focus on the hierarchy by using a lighter or a darker black. So I got that over there. Move it right there, and just gonna duplicate, move it here, duplicate, move it here, oops, and duplicate, move it here. Okay, now it looks better. And now I can deselect the sketch so it won't show, and also put in some words in the bottom. So I can do that. I can just put in some ink, make it black. Okay. Something like that. Okay. And move this around a little bit so it's in the middle. But the link should not be that important, so I want to make it that more lighter. So I'll make it maybe a little bit darker than gray. Okay, that's how you create it. So if you take off the grid now, you can see how your web page can look like, and mine will be the title in the middle, logo in the middle, and you can click on these 4 main links, and they're going to be a footer. Maybe not links, but having more informations or contact informations. So that's eventually how you block it in, and we can put in colors after this. We don't have to worry about the hierarchy because we got rid of everything. We made the hierarchy right now in this block, the blocking. So thank you for watching, and hope we can create a good web page together. So thank you.